This is the Sailor Compass Fude De Mannen. So there's 4 different pens. There is a pink one, a brown one, a green one, and a dark blue one. They're attractive looking pens. They're very long. You might be asking yourself, what the heck does Fude De Mannen mean? It's a Japanese phrase that roughly translates to a brush for 10,000 years or a brush forever. It's meant to kind of emulate some of the effects you get with a brush pen, but it doesn't wear out. So that's kind of neat. You're like, oh my gosh, something real serious is wrong with this. Because it looks like you dropped your nib, but no, it comes like that. That was on purpose. What effect does this have? So it's kind of like a normal nib that's just bent. What that means is that when you write at a very steep angle, you can get a pretty fine line. Let's see if I can, when I hold a steep angle, it totally blocks it in the overhead cam. But if I sort of hold at an angle here, you can see there, it is writing pretty much like a normal nib. I mean, it's got the round tipping on there. Should be pretty normal. But if I drop my writing, drop my angle, it's going to get a little bit broader, right? Not unlike with a brush pen, when you like press a little bit harder on it, the brush fans out a little bit and gets you a wider line. It's not quite as gradual as like a Naginata Togi, if you're familiar with that nib, but that's a much more expensive nib. And then as you get more and more to the point where the bend is flatter, that's when you get like a really wide stroke. Depending on your angle, you can get a lot of different variations. There you go. I'm kind of going increasingly down. And I'm actually past the point now where it was the flattest, and I'm just dropping it down further and further to the point where like the feed is going to start hitting the page. So you can see there's like somewhat of a gradation that you can get depending on the angle that you're writing with it. So this is kind of thing that like is not going to be for everyday writing so much. This is going to be really good for things like urban sketching, illustrations. If you want to like do some ink testing and get some different like shading and stuff like that, just kind of play around with. That's where this is going to be really good, is to be able to do that kind of stuff. So